Hello everybody and welcome into Junk Journaling with Emily. On today's video we're going to come in with this paper pack here. I believe it's from Hobby Lobby. I'm just trying to go through some stash today, and I know it's been a while since my last video, but I'm going to start to make content again here on this page as well. So I'm just going to pick a paper that I like, and I think I'm going with this gray piece in the background. I am just showing you the options that we have here, and we are going to make a 3-piece set of tags. Using this conditioner shampoo box, I'm going to cut 3 separate pieces, and I want really thick tags, you guys. I want heavyweight, things that are gonna last in a journal or even on a gift, wherever you put them. So I'm just trimming up this piece here, especially the part that has a conditioner on it, and we are going to layer in our pretty background. And once again, coming in with Fab Tack glue as my glue of choice for my journaling, and I just layer that glue on and then place my paper on the surface that we chose. I'm rubbing over the paper with my hand, making sure I'm pressing that glue into all the edges of our piece. Important part is to make sure all that glue hits the edges so that you don't have lifting of your paper. I am also going to reverse this and put an image on the back side. Now I know you can't see this, but this has yellow with some pretty little blue birds on there flying, and that's the choice that I picked for the background here on the other side. And I go ahead and repeat that process, adding the glue and trimming up the excess off this. Now once I have both of these sides together and everything's trimmed up nice and neat, I will come in and start forming my tags in the shapes that I want here. I am not someone who measures. I kind of just pick my spots, and then things just seem to work out as I go with the flow of what the piece wants to be. So I'm just trimming these up, and then I'm going to cut the corners off and use the other side of the paper to match up the other end, because if you're like me and try to do it on its own, it comes out so wonky and misproportioned. So I got my first tag, and then we'll repeat that process for the other tags that we're going to make. On this one, you're going to see me cut the bottom off of it, and that is going to actually be our third little tag here, because I want them to come in from large to small as I layer them up in the cute little stack. So once I have that measurement off of how long I want this second card to be, I go ahead and trim those corners at the bottom as well, and then we'll go ahead and place that last little card on the top, doing the same process of trimming up all the corners and making it fit in the shape and size that we want. Now I'm going to come in with my archival ink here, and I am going to zhuzh up those edges, covering in all the little cardboard that's exposed on the sides, and then we'll come in and add a little bit more aging up with this black ink along the edges of our paper as well. And then I will repeat that process for all 3 tags, hitting those corners and layering up along the side, blending inward towards our surface. Now time to embellish our pieces. Now I'm coming in with whatever I have here, so I'm picking this color combination of these orange because I like this pretty lady here, and this is a piece of a washi tape sticker. So once I put that on, that image is going to be very see-through, so I decided to come in and place this on a white sheet of paper and then cut out that image and place it on our tag. That way we have more of a vibrant color, and those birds from our background are not being exposed through our image. Now I'm going to trim this up as well, and then we're going to come in and start layering up our piece here. And I'm going to come in with, once again, that Fab Tack glue, layer up our glue, making sure we hit all those edges, and then place our pretty lady in this kind of center lower half of our tag, and then layer up some stickers or some florals on the top, cascading into the image and layering up this piece. I find that once you get layering, the image starts building and the art of the stickers and everything that you're building on the tag come to life instead of just placing them. Now I have this little label here that I added some script stamping to, and we're going to layer that as well on top. Now I'm thinking more of like a luggage tag vintage vibe kind of look, so we're going to come in with some various shapes and sizes, kind of like postal stickers, and layer those in. Now you don't have to put the whole image, not all the image needs to fit, especially when you're layering. You want things off-centered, you want the layers underneath to be exposed. So as I go, I'll go ahead and trim off whatever excess I don't want on my paper or my tag here, and that just builds another whole other layer look to your piece. And then I want to come in on this corner here, but that flower kind of is not my vibe, so I chose to come in with these luggage tags that I got off of Temu, and I went ahead and just added some little pieces there. After I got all my layering in, I'll go ahead and punch a hole with my hole puncher here, and then we'll move on to tag number 2. And once again, keeping with that postal kind of theme, luggage kind of tags, I'm thinking here, come in with this card or stamp kind of looking piece, and then I come back in with a little label and stamp that as well with that script, and we're going to layer this up once again on our tag. Now you see that I don't want whole images. It doesn't always have to fit perfectly onto your piece. I like to dangle things halfway, layer one piece on top, one goes farther than the other. Just work your magic here, you guys, and build your layers for the look that you like. So keeping in consistency here, I guess, with the tags, I'm coming in with these yellow flowers at the bottom. Once again, layering them where I want and trimming off any excess of the flower that doesn't quite fit into our card. Important part is to make sure all those edges are trimmed up so you don't have any lifting, and I think this one is done as well. Go ahead and punch our little hole in the top, and then we'll go ahead and move on to our next card. And this is our final card. This is the smallest card of the bunch, so I'm coming in with that same yellow flower here, but first we're going to layer up with a little bit of a note script pad in the background and layer this pretty flower in the corners. Now I'm leaving all the pages or all the card in the back plain, that way you can write on them. If you want to put them in a junk journal, you can write to and from. If you want to give a gift, use your tags how you want them. And for these, I am going to sell them. So if you're interested in them, let me a comment down below. First response gets the cards, and I will be placing these for $8 for the set of 3. Now, once I have all these little cards done, we're going to embellish with some ribbons. These are just some scrap fabrics and twine that I found in my stash. I'm going to run those 3 layers of fabrics through all 3 bundles here, and I don't want to tie them in a knot, because if you want to use the strings and the cards separately in your projects, you can. So I'm just going to simply tie a simple 1-piece knot. And then I decided to come in with this vintage lace ribbon as well. So I went ahead, undid the knot, and retied everything together and layered that ribbon right in the center, tied a knot around it, and then measured it to the length I want. Here's what we have so far, a 3 little piece stack. I decided to come in with a little wooden button as well and layer that into our piece. And I'm going to grab that little piece of twine, and just to help me out, I go ahead and put a little bit of glue on the end, twist it, and then lace in my twine through my buttonholes, putting one through one hole, coming back out, and then threading it through the other hole, just so that our button stays in place. I'm going to pull in that string tight, and then we're going to weave it through all the layers of our ribbon at the bottom. And then here's our cute little stack, you guys. 3 set of cards, ribbons, lace, button, all together. And then you can just take these apart, use them as you want.